Hello, everyone. I'm Salinas. I'm a staff here at your church, and this is today's good news. Today, we're going to be looking at Jesus rebuking or disapproving with his disciples for not being focused on him in their disbelief. That reminds me of a very successful attorney. He had just bought himself a Bentley, fresh off the lot. He pulls up to work, parks his car right in front of the office. You know, he wanted to show it off to his colleagues. As he was getting out, the door swings open, a truck sideswipes him. Boom, rips the door right off. Luckily for him, though, there was a cop down the street that saw the entire accident. The cop pulls up. Before he could ask any questions, the attorney, he's just yelling. He says, "Look at my car. It's not gonna be the same again. There is no body shop that's gonna be able to make my car look brand new again." The cop sits back in disbelief. He looks at him. He was like, "You attorneys can be so materialistic." He's like, "What are you talking about?" The attorney answered, "Look at my car. It's ruined." The cop looks at him. He was like, "Unbelievable. You look at your car. You're so focused on your possessions that you neglect to see the better things in life. The most important things. You don't even realize your left arm is missing. The truck, when it hit you, it ripped it right off." The attorney looks at his left side. He was like, "Oh no, my Rolex." I hope you like that one. So, today we're going to be in the book of Mark, chapter 16, verse 14. It says like this. If you want to go ahead and follow me in your Bible or your device, it says, "Later he appeared to the 11 as they sat at the table, and he rebuked their unbelief and hardness of heart, because they did not believe those who had seen him after he had risen." So Jesus here rebuked his own for their refusal to accept the reports of his resurrection from Mary and the others. John tells us that Mary Magdalene thought Jesus was a gardener, and that Thomas doubted. So Jesus asked him to put his fingers through his wounds. Matthew tells us that the angel told Mary Magdalene that Jesus is heading to Galilee, and that Jesus had asked the disciples to go to the mountain where Jesus showed up and to his disciples. Some worshiped, but some doubted. Then Luke tells us about the two apostles that did not believe Mary when she told them when she told them what she had witnessed. Then Jesus appeared to them as a fellow traveler when they were walking on the road later that day. They didn't recognize him either. So here, what we see are different point of views of what Matthew, John, Luke, and now Mark experienced with Jesus. So Jesus appeared to Mary, but she didn't recognize him. How many times do you think that Jesus appeared to you, to us, but we didn't even recognize him because the pain was too loud? Jesus appeared to the others on the road. They didn't recognize him either because the sorrow was too deep. So with all the pain and sorrow, sometimes it's hard to see clear from our broken lenses. We need to go to Jesus, our lens crafter, for a new set of eyes. All the evidence is right in front of us, but we don't recognize God. Here's the good news. In John chapter 20:29 says this, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." Let us ask God to open our eyes and get a new prescription from Jesus to lens crafters, to be aware of his majesty. His evidence is everywhere. And that's today's good news.